Hello, this is Multifandom, and I am here to review the One Piece chapter 100, chapter 740. Pretty much, in this chapter, well, I don't really know what we see specifically, but it's important. Pretty much, at the beginning, we start off with Luffy and Violet, who are, trying to escape the palace, or at least escape Pika, who we seen a couple chapters ago. I don't remember which number, but we seen him. And he has this sort of stone wall devil fruit power sort of thing. So pretty much he can manipulate the walls and, very strong. And we see Luffy and Violet running around. And then Violet says pretty much like, is he going to be okay? And then Luffy says, who? Zoro? He can take care of himself. And then we skip to Zoro, who is, cutting the stone. Sorry. And then Zoro says, like, how can I land a blow on this guy? How can you land a blow on him if he's just constantly throwing wall at you? And then we see another Doflamingo executive, family member, whatever. Pretty much he is a devil fruit as well. He has the Pam Pam fruit. So pretty much he can make things rupture, explode. Boom. And we see this used when the two dwarves, their names escape me right now, but we see when two dwarves, sort of fly at him, he catches them, and then we see his arms just explode, and then those two dwarves are obviously defeated. So his power is fairly strong. And then he says, and then the toy soldier who tries to escape pretty much says, the executive guy says, I know how fast the toy can move. Sorry. And then he somehow catches up to him. He grabs him, and then he says, like, any inorganic object I can make explode, including my body. And then he grabs onto Toy Soldier, and you see his head get right big. Just before he explodes, Luffy pops in and does the Jet Stomp, I believe it was. And then, sort of stops the move. And then, so Luffy saves the Toy Soldier, and then they run off. And then the executive and Violet have sort of a back to forth sort of thing. Violet saying, the executive saying, like, how could you betray the young master? All that stuff. And then the Violet is saying, I never betrayed him because I never had faith in him to begin with. So she was obviously just with the Doflamingo family to simply survive. And then and then the toy soldier says, Violet, are you okay? Why are you here? And then Violet says, how do you know who I am? Because the toy soldier and Violet have never actually met. So she's wondering, like, how do you know who I am? And toy soldier says pretty much, I have been watching over you and you and Rebecca for the past 10 years, and I have seen your struggle, and I know what it's like. Trying to comfort her a little bit. And then Luffy does, and then they say they had to get the second floor, so Luffy does another Jet Stomp thing, and then they sort of, get to the second floor. And then we go to the samurai. Sorry. Mine went blank at that second. Mine went blank there. We skip to the samurai, who's pretty much dressed up as Doflamingo, which is pretty funny, might I add. And he's saying, like, yes, I am Doflamingo and all this stuff, and then all the servants are addressing him young master and saying all this stuff. And then he says one thing that one of the guards say one thing that really gets his attention, gets the samurai attention. He says, one, the samurai who was captured has escaped from the storage, from the scrap heap. And this obviously gets attention, like, wait a minute, he disappeared? Then where is he? And then that's all we see of Doflamingo. And then we go, the samurai dressed up as Doflamingo. And then we go to Luffy, Violet, and the Toy Soldier, who are in the main room of, where Doflamingo is. And Law is there, too. And then Luffy's obviously thinking, like, can I go beat him up now? Is it time yet? And then Violet and the Toy Soldier are like, no, it's not time. You gotta wait. Can't go just yet. And then Doflamingo is pretty much, he's talking to Law back and forth. They're just talking about the alliance, and Doflamingo's trying to get some stuff out of him. See what he knows, see if he can find anything about the Straw Hat plan. And then Doflamingo thinks to himself, like, why would they be after Sugar? And I guess Sugar is the first part of Smiley, because it's, S-M-I-L-E, so I guess Sugar is the first part. And then he says, could it be possible that they already know the dark past of Dressrosa, of what actually happened? And then Doflamingo says, like, pretty much, about your alliance. Sorry, Mom, I'm blank again. Your alliance with the Straw Hats. What's going on there? What are you all planning? And the Law says pretty much, my alliance with the Straw Hats is over. That's done. So their alliance is done. And then Doflamingo also talks to someone else. And we find out that, this person is actually King Ryuk, the former king of Dressrosa, before Doflamingo came in and, took it over pretty much. So he's still alive, and he's captured by Doflamingo, so, that part's pretty important. And then we learn that, the King Ryuk must have saved or done something to help the Toy Soldier when he was in human form as Kairos. Because we have this little block thing, whatever you want to call it, pretty much saying, like, King Ryuk saying, Kairos, come with me. I'll help you. So, they obviously have something, to do with each other, so we'll find out that after. And then the Toy Soldier is talking about, like, we can't take Doflamingo on, just the two of us. I have to be in my human form. Why isn't Usoland, or whatever the Lord pronounces it, why isn't Usopp, when are they gonna defeat the girl? So, and then we go to Frankie, who is fighting off the Marines. And pretty much he's saying, like, Usopp, we're dependent on you, defeat the girl, so we can, have more fighting power. And then we see Robin. And Robin is apparently a toy as well. Robin was changed. We see the block thing. Panel. That's what it's called. We see a panel. And Robin had the girl grabbed. Her arms were pinned back pretty much. And she was saying, like, give it to her, give her the grape, make her eat the grape. Which, would have knocked her out. And everybody would have came back. So pretty much. And the girl somehow grabs Robin's hand and changes her toy. So and then Robin says, "It's all up to you, Usopp. Finish the girl off, please, so I can change back to my normal self." And then we see the dwarves, who are all defeated, every one of them, and then they're also dependent on Usopp. So everyone is dependent on Usopp to defeat this girl. And then we skip to Usopp. And what is he doing? He is running. Usopp is running away, saying how I will write your brave battle in the books, but I cannot write it if I do not survive this battle. So Usopp is running away. Hopefully he comes back, because he has to fight that girl. We'll find out next. We'll find out next chapter, maybe. I'm hoping next chapter is the Colosseum battle, because I'm really curious of what's going on there. But anyways, we'll find out. And this was, so yeah, this was Multi-Fandom. And like and subscribe. I will have more reviews up later on. I am currently attempting to catch up with The Walking Dead. So, school and all that stuff is getting in the way of that. So I should have a review video up for it soon. And, yeah, bye.